Hi everyone! So today is a really special day in the Dunning Smiles household because Toby is 6 months old. It's his half birthday. Yay! So really happy day today. If you read my blog or subscribe to my YouTube channel, then you will undoubtedly know that the first 3-4 months of Toby's life were pretty much dictated by silent reflux, and it was horrible. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. It was awful. The emotional impact was pretty horrific on all of us, and not just Toby and Phil and I, but you know, our extended family and our friends who wanted to support us and help us through it. Really, there was not very much that anyone could do. But after best part of 5 months, really 4.5, 5 months on omeprazole, I am absolutely thrilled to be able to tell you that he's no longer on it. Yay! So I know there's lots of clapping today, but in case you couldn't tell, I'm really excited and really happy. I think really it's down to the fact that he's now on dairy-free milk, which I've spoken about in his 5-month update. So he's on the outdoor Pepti 1 for cow's milk protein intolerance, and that has just made him turn such a huge corner, really. He guzzles it down. He's the hungriest boy in the world at the moment. I think, well, he's definitely going through a growth spurt because he's just filling out. He's getting taller, he's getting stronger. He's now eating 3 meals a day, sleeping more or less through the night most of the time, although it's been a bit hit or miss. But yeah, he's sleeping loads, he's eating 3 meals a day, still having 5 bottles a day, and absolutely guzzling them as if he's not fed for weeks. So he's definitely on a growth spurt, turning into a proper little chunky monkey. So I'm absolutely over the moon with that. And Phil and I just cannot express how completely and utterly overjoyed we are that, you know, after a really tough few months, it seems like the reflux is under control, his intolerance is under control, you know, his skin has got so much better. Still gets the odd flare-up of eczema, especially when he was a bit under the weather with a chest infection and a cold and everything over Christmas and New Year. But that's to be expected. You know, poor little thing's inherited my colouring, so delicate skin, red hair, hopefully not the fiery personality. But I think he's got that as well. He's certainly very strong-minded. So that is our big wonderful silent reflux news, which, you know, as you can probably tell, I couldn't be any happier about. In other developments, he is sitting up completely unaided. If something distracts him, he will sort of like wobble, but probably 8-9 times out of 10 now he's able to pull himself back up to sitting. So obviously I either sit him in his toddle pod or with cushions around him, or I sit with him, you know, obviously just to break the fall, just in case he was to fall over completely. But he pretty much just sits there playing now, and I'll sort of slice in a bit of video in a second of him sat playing with one of the toys that his Auntie Sam got him for Christmas. And he's just brilliant, he's so strong. He's just brilliant, he's got such a fab little personality. I can hear him now, he's just woken up from his nap and he's just sat happily gurgling away to himself. I've started playing the classical music that's built into his baby monitor for his naps, and it's made a massive difference. So the phone call was just a automated thing, I don't know, whatever, I hang up. To be honest, as soon as I heard a robot voice, hello. But it did give me a chance to come and get this little monkey out of his bed to come and say hello, so we can all say happy half birthday! Happy half birthday, Toby Christopher! He's more interested in looking around just in case everything's changed in the 45-50 minutes that he's been sleeping. Hey? He loves sticking his tongue out at the moment, that's his favourite thing. And when he's chomping on your hand to try and help those teeth that still haven't come through, he started blowing raspberries on your hand as well, which is really funny. So, where were we? We've done sleeping, we've done eating. What have you been eating? You've had pesto chicken pasta, we've had gammon mash and peas, yeah. We've had salad, had all sorts. Yeah, it's going really well with the weaning. He obviously, with us mostly going down the baby-led route, he doesn't actually eat that much of it, although he is getting an awful lot better at actually managing to break off little bits of the food and swallow it now. So some of it is going in, and then most of it ends up on the floor, as it did on New Year's Day when he had a turkey roast, and a lot of it ended up on the floor of my mum and dad's dining room, but their dog was more than happy to hoover it all up, so by the time we'd all finished eating there wasn't a scrap of evidence that Toby had ever thrown anything on the floor. But yeah, as you can see, he's getting very chunky now. Proper little boy. I don't know how much he weighs. Before Christmas you were coming in at 7 kilos, which is, oh excuse you, I'm terrible aren't I, 15.5 pound-ish? It was bang on 7 kilos anyway. So still sitting on the 25th centile, but I take all of those things with a pinch of salt, to be honest. It's a bit like when I was pregnant, and if you read my blog, then you'll know that I'm a Mama Academy ambassador, and one of their big campaigns is the Made to Measure campaign, so that when you are pregnant it's personalised growth charts, whereas my local hospital still haven't taken that on board. So I was still just getting measured with the tape measure, and it bears absolutely no resemblance to my height, weight, ethnicity, background, etc, etc. And the same goes for Toby really. I mean, he's born to two parents who are kind of 5'3", 5'4", neither of us overweight, no tall people or overweight people really in their kind of close family. So the fact that he's on the 25th centile really, to me, doesn't actually mean all that much, because how can you compare him to a little boy who's been born to two 6-foot parents or two overweight parents? I just think it isn't personal to him, so I don't really pay much attention. Terrible mummy, aren't I? It's a bit like I never read books, didn't read any baby books, haven't read any weaning books. Kind of winging it, but you know, he seems to be doing pretty well, so we'll keep winging it, won't we? Hey, are you going to give everyone a smile? He's just into everything at the moment. So I think I was saying that he can sit up, which I know he's kind of slightly out of shot, but no hands, no hands. Still not crawling or rolling or anything, but I don't really care. Again, he's really strong. He's sitting up unaided, and was doing so from like 5 months. He stands completely flat-footed. He can stand up against the sofa playing with things. Obviously we stand next to or behind him in case he falls, but he's really strong and really alert, and the health visitor was absolutely thrilled with him when she came to visit just before Christmas. So yeah, everyone's thinking he's amazing, which I have to admit, I agree. We're very happy now, aren't we? Yes, we are. So I think I've gone through all of the main things. I'll pop a few little videos and pictures from Toby's first 6 months of life, right from those first precious amazing cuddles, which I'll never forget, right through to the snuggles that we're getting now on a daily basis, and all the smiles and the laughter. Yeah, because you're a really happy little boy, aren't you? Are you going to wave? He's learnt to wave a little bit as well. Oh, excuse you. Can you say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Oh, now I'm going to throw up instead. On that note, I shall leave you with some videos and some clips and pictures, and we shall see you again soon. Bye.
It's so mean. Right.
What are you doing?